Representative Quinn.
Thank you very much, Chairman O'Neill, Chairman Millard, Chairman Wheatley, and Chairman Longgetti. I appreciate your coming together to marry the interests of the Finance and the Tourism Committee, because that's exactly what this bill does. I'm going to invite you all in this room, and excuse my back to those behind me, to take a trip back to 1971 with me. Whoa, fasten your seatbelts. Jimmy Carter was still the governor of Georgia. The movie The Graduate was playing in the box offices. The National Highway Traffic Safety Control put out its first standards, no laws yet for car seats, and I was in first grade. I think we can all agree that a lot's changed since then, and that technology has changed significantly, changed the way we live and changed the way we spend money. But what is yet to catch up with how we change our lives and spend is the 1971 Pennsylvania Tax Reform Code. It's stuck in time with some regard, stuck in time when I was in first grade. I invite you all to consider where you were in 1979, if you even were. I'm looking around the room. Basically, I believe that the Tax Reform Code of 1971 is blind to some changes in the world, yet the travel industry, like many others, have fully evolved. Think back to the 70s and 80s, where we used words like Kleenex or Xerox generically. We now use words like Expedia, Google, and Uber generically. And we just accept that, yet we haven't changed some of the things embedded in our law. I believe it's time that we update this tax code so it reflects the realities of today and stays in line with the original intent of the tax code. As legislators, we make difficult decisions regarding the tax burdens we impose on our constituents. We are tired, or I'm tired, of sometimes looking for new revenue, when really, if we just look at what's in front of us and update it to the way we live today, the way we spend, and the way technology is involved, I think that we would not have to be out there looking for something brand new. And I believe that this bill does just that. It takes today's technology, which is not just new to 2018. It takes technology and research and the evolution of the travel agency, and it would put it into 2018. The intent of House Bill 1511 is to ensure parity and transparency in the booking of online hotel rooms and the remittance of our state's existing sales tax. You're going to hear talk and rhetoric about, House Bill 1511 was going to result in a new tax and is going to increase the cost of tourism. But if you really look at some of the graphs that I believe will be presented to you today, you're going to see that's just not the case. Simply put, this bill is going to close a loophole that exists in today's law. The statute was written, as I explained, well before online travel services and transactions became commonplace. Think of it, how many of you have not ever booked through an online service? I'm talking about booking hotel rooms or, cars, or airline, whatever. We're just looking to modernize the Pennsylvania tax code to reflect the travel purchase environment of today. Nearly 50 Pennsylvania-based tourism industry stakeholders support this bill. I've shared these letters with the chairman, and hopefully you've seen them or they're in your packet today. New York, South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, Hawaii, Minnesota, Oregon, Wyoming, Rhode Island, Montana, and recently Maryland have changed their laws to require online travel companies to actually remit the full tax on the retail fare, not the wholesale fare that's charged. I totally understand why there are those in the industry who oppose this. There's a lot of money at stake there for them. I'd like to bring that money back to where it was originally intended to be, back to the coffers of Pennsylvania, to the tourism coffers, and stay again, as I said, in line with the original intent of the 1971 tax bill. Other presenters are going to walk you through the details of this bill, and I invite you to keep an open mind and to make sure that you switch your gears from 1971 up to 2018 as you view this legislation and hear the testimony. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, colleagues.